Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Warriors Z2 Hakaen. Now in this stage, to get the SR point, you need to complete the stage within 4 turns. It didn't say destroy all enemies within 4 turns, it just says complete the map in 4 turns, or stage, whatever you want to call it. Now I do destroy all the enemies in this run through the stage, so Oh, by the way, I give several people continuous action because they have it. I give Girone, God Sigma, and Baldios their continuous action. Girone is the pilot of Walker Gaia, the one on the bottom on the screen now. Oh well, never mind. You'll see who I give it to in a moment. I'm just giving some people some parts. But yeah, stage something. If you haven't seen Gurren Lagann, or if you have seen Gurren Lagann, then you can probably guess by the name of this video title what's gonna happen on this stage. If you don't know what's gonna happen on the stage, and I won't spoil it, well, you'll find out soon enough. By soon enough, I mean like near the end of the stage. Unfortunately, this video is a long one. 43 minutes long. But I do have some good news, guys. I bought Super Robot Wars BX. I did it, guys. I saw it on. I saw a seller selling the item, and it was fulfilled by Amazon, so I bought it. Keep in mind, well, not keep in mind, the stock, well, it wasn't supposed to like reach Amazon warehouses until like August 25th, but I bought it anyway, just so I could have it. Well, just so nobody else would get it before me, because now it's not in stock until August 30th, because I ordered it the second I saw it. Now I'm kind of broke. I don't have much money left. Well, that's all right. I'll get some more money soon enough, I suppose. I suppose I should. I don't need to share this, but for discussing things, I should share it. I've been looking at my estimated ad earnings, and for the past few days, they've been going up. I don't want to get into too specifics. Well, okay, I could have said that a lot better. I don't want to get too into it. I don't want to give out too many details, I should say. But I've been getting a little bit more lately. But for the past like few days, I should say, two days, the amount of ad revenue I received suddenly went up a little bit. I guess you could say double, but don't think it's a lot more than what I was making. It was equivalent to what I was making when I had when one of the few videos I had weren't copyright claimed. Some of my more popular videos weren't copyright claimed. So I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, or is it gonna go? If it stays that way, that's good. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It's just going back to how much I was making before. But I would prefer it if it stayed that way. So that means more people are watching my videos, or just watching through the ads. But I know there are days when people just won't watch my videos because it gets deep in their subscription boxes, or I'm not their first YouTuber to watch and they just forget about me. But I'm kind of surprised that the last episode of this actually got like around the amount of views it did get. It's not many, mind you, but because I uploaded that pretty late last night. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. It was around 10 o'clock when it got up because I forgot to upload it earlier, and around the same amount of people watched it. So, that's good. I mean, I was surprised that many people watched it. Anyway, there isn't much strategy to the stage. Just send out your unit. Just do what I do. Have a lot of units to excel because you're going to need them to go towards the end of the bosses near the end of the stage here. Excel or continuous action. Both work. So if you have a unit with Excel, just use Excel and go forward with them. And of course, attack units attack enemy units when necessary, and you should be fine overall. Yeah, you know, I'm glad my videos when they get uploaded, some people watch them. I'm glad that shows that I'm growing because before I'd upload a video and nobody would watch them. Nobody. And now when 5 people just click on the video, it makes me happy knowing that people are actually watching my videos on a regular basis, I suppose, if you want to call it that. But I'm going back to my videos, and the videos I've uploaded the past week have like 6 to like 15 views, and that's a lot for me. They'll get more as time goes on, because if I go back to the first episode of Fate Extra, it has 69 views. Okay. And if I go back to first episode of Z2, it has 107 views, the first episode. And I uploaded that 2 months ago. It's been that long. I uploaded that 2 months ago, and it has 107 views. When you're a smaller YouTuber like I am, it takes a while for you to get any views. And I mean, it takes a while. You gotta put the appropriate tags on your videos so people can actually watch it, or have an easier chance of finding your videos. Because this is the way it is. If you don't put the right tags in your videos, either the wrong type of people will find your videos, or by the wrong type of people, I mean people that weren't interested in your type of content but only went there just because you had tags that were related to the type of content that they were looking for. So put the appropriate tags on your videos so people looking for type of video you're making can find it. Like I'm making a Super Robo Wars video, I put Super Robo Wars. I put several things related to Super Robo Wars about it so people could find it. But the thing you have to realize as well, if you're especially making a Let's Play or gameplay videos or walkthroughs or whatever, that your most watched videos are going to be the first episode of a playthrough and the last episode of a playthrough. Everything in between will be a lot less than it'll just be a lot less, because not everybody wants to watch the game you are playing. Your viewers will have different tastes, so to say. So they'll watch this video, but they won't watch. They'll watch one playthrough, subscribe to you, but they won't watch any other of your playthroughs because you only uploaded one game that they like. Every other game you uploaded wasn't what they wanted, so they don't watch your videos anymore. They'll still stay subscribed to you because for the most part, people don't really unsubscribe. This is just me pulling information out of my ass. I could be totally wrong here, but what I do anyway is I don't unsubscribe from people unless they've done something really bad and I really don't want to be associated or support these guys anymore, so I just unsubscribe from them. So far I've only done that from 2 YouTubers and no more. Fine, this is like, yeah, I've only done that from 2, and that was because their behavior was, I didn't like the way that they acted, or their behavior in certain situations made them seem not like the person that it wasn't. It made them seem like that their persona that they put up online isn't their genuine persona, and that can make their actual real life personality is a little bit more twisted than what their video persona is. Now, if you listen to me, you'll notice that I don't sound enthusiastic a lot or anything like that, but that's just the way I am. I'm sure eventually as I go on, I'll slowly change, but as of right now, the reason I sound maybe not enthusiastic and stuff like that is just because that's the way I speak. So it's just I've unsubscribed from very few people. And people who I don't watch anymore, I'm still subscribed to just in case I ever want to watch some of their content again. I rarely unsubscribe from people. I remember the people that I do want to watch, so if I don't see their videos in my subscription box, I just look up their YouTube name and go find them there. And often that's a nice surprise because you forget about watching a YouTuber, and then you're like, hey, I didn't see a video from this guy in a while, so look his name up and see if he uploaded anything new, and then you'll notice that he's uploaded several videos that you can watch. Now, I know I tend to upload a lot of longer videos, but that isn't for any real reason besides this is the type of content that I want to put out. And for Super Robo Wars in general, it's much easier for people to find the stage that they want to find if I if I do what I've been doing, which is one stage is one episode. And I don't think I'll ever stray from that. The only way I'll ever stray from that if for some reason a stage is taking me like several hours. I think the longest stage would be an hour or so, an hour and a half. I don't think it would be 2 hours or 3 hours. Or 2 to 3 hours, I should say. I don't think any stage will ever get that long, but I may be incorrect on that. I used to upload a lot longer videos from my normal playthroughs, like 40 to an hour. But that was because, you know, I didn't upload videos daily. I uploaded them whenever I wanted, and it wasn't that great, to be honest, because people didn't have a solid schedule to go by. Now I have a schedule, but I only have Super Robo Wars on the schedule. But I think I should put Fate Extra and Summer Night on the schedule because I've been good about keeping up with those games. But actually, I'm gonna go back to school soon, so I may not want to do that just yet. If I can keep up with the schedule well into the month, well into September, then I'll keep making. I'll add the games onto the schedule. But yeah, we're actually almost done with this game. We have around 20 more stages to go. So 20 more stages to, well, yeah, 20 more stages to go. This game ends on stage 50. So let's see here. We got this is stage 32, right? So we got I can't do math. 28 more stages to go, I think. And that's like 9 or 10 more weeks with this game. So this game is going to be on my channel for a little while longer. Well, that's because I only upload 3 episodes a week. I would put up straw polls for certain things, but by that I mean like whether or not for like a week just have Super Robot Wars, or so we can get it done with faster, or replace some night with Super Robot Wars, so we could, you know, get done with this certain game faster. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are just going to be dedicated to Super Robot Wars for probably the rest of my channel life. There'll be times where I switch it out with another game. Probably when I don't have the ability to record Super Robot Wars games at the moment, because eventually I will play through the ones I care about, and then I'll be and then I wouldn't want to play anymore. So that's eventually gonna happen. I can tell you that much. So I don't know if I'll move straight on to Southside Hand after this, or whether or not I'll take a break from it. I think I'm gonna take a break and get back to it once I'm able to record Z. If not, when I record Z2 and Z2.2, and when I'm done with that, I'll stop and wait until I can record Z, and then move on to Z3 once I'm able to record those games. So yeah, so that's what I plan on doing. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that Final Fantasy 13 marathon that I was talking about. That may or may not happen. It's too long of a game for me to really think about right now, I think. Well, then there's the question of what will I do next, which is the question that I often talk about in these videos, and you guys are probably sick of me talking about that, but it is something that I need to think about, and I'm open to any suggestions, of course, although nobody ever leaves their goddamn suggestions. No, I'm just messing with you guys. I don't really care. But it's still a thing I need to think about. Maybe I'll do Persona 3 after Fate Extra or something like that. Or maybe I'll get back to Valkyria Chronicles. I think I might do that, but I've been wanting to get back to Inazuma 11, but I don't have the ability to record any of the 3DS games, which I own all three of the Japanese ones on the 3DS. So there's no way for me to record that unless the 3DS emulator just suddenly gets way better. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in regards to that, because 3DS and Vita capture cards are hell of expensive. So those capture cards will be one of the last few things I buy. It'll be one of the last things I buy, definitely. Don't expect it for at least another year. I even doubt that. I would need to... The only way those would come earlier is if I suddenly got just a sudden burst of money. I guess that's one way of putting it. So unless I come in across a large amount of money, I won't be able to buy those. And no, I'm not gonna do like an Indiegogo campaign or anything like that, because I'm not that desperate for one, and I doubt it'd get funded anyway. Yeah, I don't really like asking people for money, so I don't think I'd ever do one of those kind of things. Because when somebody gives me money outside from a gift, like on a holiday or something like that, I really don't like taking it. It makes me feel bad. I know a lot of people will happily take the money and just be like, yeah, thanks, but I feel bad. Especially if I've done nothing to really deserve the money. That's when I feel bad. No matter how small it is, I just feel bad. No, that's when I feel bad. When I've done nothing to earn it. My parents, when I've done like a few errands for them, they'll give me some money because, you know, I've done the errand for them, and they're like, hey, or just take it, and I'm like, oh, all right. Keep in mind, it's not a lot, but it's something. Just for doing like a simple errand for them. Like I've said before, my parents don't really speak that much English, so I often have to do like these little errands for them because of their inability to speak English that well. They speak English all right. They're not bad at it by any means, but they prefer if I would go with them for several things. I won't go into too deep into that kind of stuff, but I suppose it's something to share. Like I said, I'm not sure if you have to kill those bosses there. I mean the one in the middle you have to kill. I know that much. I don't have to kill the ones next to him, but I do it anyway just in case. So, because that's our point. Doesn't say to destroy all the enemies within 4 turns. It just says complete the map. But I destroy all of them anyway. So. That's just what I do. There's something I do want to see here. I don't know why is this map 40 minutes long? It doesn't look like it would last that much longer. Well, I do show off like all the animations for when we defeat the boss of this map. His final form, we could call it. I suppose that's the reason why it takes so long. Oh God! Oh God! Okay, you saw how that guy had a 99% chance of hitting? Well, we're in for a surprise. Are we in for a surprise, you say? Well, guess what happens? He dodges like a boss! Yeah! Oh, I remember that. I recorded this like not too long ago, but I wasn't sure of the percentage there. Oh, this thing. This thing does have a move where like it'll run towards you. I don't know if this is it or not. No, it isn't it. Oh yeah, if you're on turn 4, just use Gurren Lagann on the guy. Don't be afraid to finish him off with Gurren Lagann. Just use your strongest move on him with Gurren Lagann, because Gurren Lagann will be able to move again because of a cutscene. Like, you'll be able to control him a second time during turn 4, so you probably don't want to waste that. You probably don't want to defeat the guy until turn 4, which I believe we're on right now. So, like the stage isn't too difficult. It might require a little bit of preparation if you really don't have anybody with Excel or anything like that. Well, not preparation, some prior knowledge to do your best at this stage, because I failed the first time because I didn't have enough people active to kill the boss guy by turn 4. But knowing that I should have more units going after him so I'd be able to defeat him, I'm able to complete this stage with relative ease. I haven't had too much trouble with the SR points. The only SR point that I had the most trouble with was really early on, and that was the 1 hour long episode, which is the longest episode so far. And you guys know why that stage was hell. I was still able to do it somehow, though. You do need prior knowledge to that stage, or otherwise you're gonna have. You probably won't do it unless you at least done that stage once. I can imagine you doing it on your first try, but I think you need a little bit of luck is there. And now we have several units with continuous action, which is great. To be honest, that really helped with this stage. So I'm probably going to use God Sigma and Baldios a lot now. So I may not use some other units. I don't know who to replace, because I want to use Getter. Mazinger Z I don't care about in this game because I don't think he gets his ult. I'll say his ultimate move in this game. I think he gets it in the next game. He doesn't get a certain upgrade until the next game. So I'm not really too worried about Mazinger. Getter I kind of want to use because I think he does get the Shin Getter upgrade in this game. Anyway, since Jerome has continuous action here, I use him to finish off Tim. Now I try to have God Sigma and Baldios finish off the other boss there, but it doesn't work out. But I'm still able to complete the stage anyway, so it wasn't too bad, I suppose. So yeah, overall the stage is too difficult. So I think the rest of the 10 minutes are just me beating on the boss. But I'll be here to talk to you guys. Anyway, it's not my style to do those kind of things, but I sometimes like to fool around, I guess you could call it. I don't say fool around, but I like to act outside, I don't know what you would say. I don't know how you would say it. I like to sometimes act a little bit different than what I usually am. And I'm sure a lot of people are like that as well. Sometimes when they like to act a little bit differently. Oh, especially in sports. Oh, how people get pissed. I remember in gym classes a few years back, people would get pissed at me if I ever did well. Well, because I don't do any sports, or I don't really care for those kind of things. So when I do well in my physical education classes, or gym, as we all call it, people wouldn't get pissed, but they get annoyed if I was the one pretty much doing the best. And it was fun. It was fun. I did have my little I didn't really taunt people. Unless it was like a really close shave or something like that. So I like to have my little fun here and there, but it isn't something I do terribly often. I don't do it anymore anyway. So there really has been a real reason for me to anyway. Now, I haven't shown off God Sigma's ultimate attack here. I showed it off in the original recording, but I was hoping this with the support attack with Brost they would finish this guy off here, but it doesn't. So God Sigma doesn't use his continuous action here. But I think Gundam Exia is able to use his continuous action here. And he can do a 7-sword combo from pretty far away. So, that's good. I'm able to finish that guy off. And that's nice. Oh, I chuckle at my own lack of emotion sometimes. Because I say it and I'm like, I could have said that with a little bit more. And then I think I could have said that with a little bit more emphasis or enthusiasm. Anyway, if you remember from the Gurren Lagann anime, this is where they try to get that battleship for themselves. Which is successful, but it comes with a price. I remember when I was going through this stage the first time I played through the game. I hadn't watched Gurren Lagann when I went through this stage. I suppose I should be quiet for a little while here. With that cutscene, you can use Gurren Lagann again. So I highly recommend you use him to attack earlier this turn if you need to. Just so you can do a little bit of extra damage. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to apply the spirit for this guy to take a little bit more damage. I do that right after this turn, if not right after the next guy's attack. But you're going to want to do it as soon as possible. Just for Insurance, I guess. The face of that guy is a little bit blurry. His sprite. This guy does have a lot of accuracy. I don't know why I'm suddenly so loud in my microphone. I don't think I'm speaking any louder, but anyway. If you're wondering why I was moving Gravion down here, this is why. Because I knew where he would be beforehand. That's why I'm not too bummed when I don't get the SR point on the first try. Because I know that I'll get it I'll be able to plan out a stage better, so it'll look better in the recording, I suppose. And I think, yes, the maximum amount of SR points that you can get in a single playthrough is 49. There are 50 stages, but the final stage does not have an SR point requirement. Well, not requirement, objective. And that's true across all Super Robot Wars games where there's a similar point system. In this game, there really is no need for it. It doesn't really give you anything. Oh yeah, I suppose I should mention this. I remember saying that in Z3 doesn't have the continuous action ability, but it does have something to replace it, which is with a certain mechanic in the game, which I did use, but I never, since I can't read Japanese, I never used the other options that the mechanic was associated with, which one of them was apparently moving twice in one turn with a unit. Well, you can technically move more than that if you defeat several units in a turn. Because as long as the gauge is full, you could use it again. That's from what I've read. So I've never actually done that in any of my Z3 playthroughs. But now that I know about it, I should probably use it. That probably would have helped me in several stages. Now that I think about it, or it makes a lot of the weird SR point requirements make a lot more sense with that mechanic in. Because in Z3, the SR points, well, in Z3.2 or Tengoku-hen, it makes a lot more, the Z3 points, the SR points, they're a little bit more creative in that game. But yeah, if you want a little bit more extra challenge in any of these games, go on the Karatsu Wiki, I think it's called, and look up the SR point requirements. They add a little bit of extra challenge to the game, make it a bit more fun. Well, especially on a replay through, because I don't think I would have enjoyed replaying this game as much if I wasn't getting the SR points. Because it changes the gameplay enough where I'm enjoying it, because I didn't get the SR points at all on my first playthrough of the game. I did get a few, but they were just because of the way I was playing. I was playing a bit aggressively, so I just got some of the like beat the amount of enemies and this amount of turn requirement for the SR points. Well, I did that. Those are the SR points that I got. Jesus. Most of the the Super Wars games I played have been on portable systems. I played Alpha Gaiden, but that was on my PSP. And, well, I can't record PlayStation 1 games on my PSP, because the way I record my PSP, it doesn't like that. And I certainly didn't think I would need to have purchased the PS2 to play the PS2 Super Robot Wars games, but I needed for the maximum, maybe not maximum quality, because it's gonna look with my converter probably not gonna look so great. Look blurry. But it's a PS2 game being stretched to like 720p, so that's to be expected. But no me. So yeah, it's gonna be weird playing Super Robot Wars games on a console after playing them all on portable systems. I think Gurren Lagann's Giga Drill Break can do like a maximum of 7 damage at this point if you're using Kamina. So you're gonna want to take the enemy boss to below that amount of HP. I don't know. I switched to Simone, so I don't know if Simone does that amount of damage, but he does do quite a bit. Does enough to finish the boss off anyway. Now this game uses a bit of the Gurren Lagann movie and Gurren Lagann TV series from what I know. I think that's how it works. So there is a move in this game that Gurren Lagann will get that'll only be in this game, and it is from the movies. So if you've only seen the TV series, you won't recognize the move because it was only in the movies. Oh, only in the one movie anyway. Anyway, let's finish this guy off. We'll pay for what he did to Kamina. Unfortunately, there's no way to save Kamina in this game. He died. There's no way to prevent his death in this game. And well, as far as we know, he's dead anyway. And I'm slightly hinting at something, but let's just say he's inside Simone right now, and maybe we'll see him again. Not in this game, maybe in a future game sometime. But yeah, I have nothing else to say for the rest of this video. So I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.